is up, all? Junior Bruce, the Headless King. And this album came out in 2012 on A389 Records. Junior Bruce are a four-piece from Florida, and they play melodic sludge metal. And Junior Bruce is led by Scott Angelicos from Bloodlet and Hope and Suicide on vocals. And for all of you who have followed Bloodlet and Hope and Suicide throughout the years, know the very raspy, throaty, and hearty sound that he omits. And with Junior Bruce, he's added a very melodic quality to his vocals that reminds me a lot of Neil Falloon from Clutch at times. Guitar and bass have that very thick sound to them. I do believe they may be using tube amplifiers that, really make that large sound, that wall of sound. That combined with the drums that have a very crisp sound to balance everything out. And just about every track on this record is very memorable and is very catchy, and it has you coming back for different reasons. For instance, on the track Warrior in the Sun, which is a great example of the blend that Junior Bruce utilizes within a lot of these tracks. Bass, guitar, and drums start off very fast pace with Scott's harsh, hearty vocals, and everything is decorated with these repeated harmonics that soften the ride for how the thick, heavy sound that is created. And that's what's really pulling me in to this track. I want more of that. It's just so off-putting how something so harsh is complemented by, something that's very soft and gentle sounding and injected into the mix. Then the track shifts into a slower, massive wall of guitar riffs, and you can almost smell the bud smoke in the air before things pick up pace again and we're off and running at a faster pace, a more sludgy, hardcore type pace. But it's those melodic harmonics that are really, really, making me come back for more and making Junior Bruce stand out as a sludge metal act. And another example is the title track, The Headless King, which reminds me a lot of Old Helmet at its beginning, at its kickoff. And then again, the sound transforms into this very large wall of, guitar and bass and drums. And vocals are even more melodic within this track. But yeah, every single track on this record is very memorable, which I mentioned before, very catchy, but at the same time it's very harsh, but it's always complemented by those melodic either harmonics or vocals, creating this very different sounding sludge metal record. I could easily imagine these tracks being played on the radio, and that's not I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. This is one of those bands that I wouldn't mind being heard on the radio, just to, inject the masses with a different style than what's being displayed on fucking pop metal radio, or whatever the fuck you call that shit. Garbage metal radio, your local metal station, hard rock, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But definitely peep these guys out. Interesting stuff. It's not the harshest thing in the world, but it's definitely an interesting blend. But I'm going to leave some tracks in the description box below so you can peep this out and form your own opinion about them. And the band is Junior Bruce. The album is called The Headless King, and this album came out in 2012 on A389 Records. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.